The warm-up to any session is essential and hard to miss. The warm-down, however, is easily forgotten and quite often overlooked. After a hard ride, you're likely to be feeling pretty satisfied with the work you've done and probably a little bit tired. As a result, it's very tempting to just get off your bike, pop that away, grab a recovery snack and jump in the shower. But what about those mobility exercises and stretches? Well, if you want your body to recover well and be ready for your next session, you do need to include these in your routine. So we've put together 7 essential exercises for you to work through after your next cycle ride. Start lying on your back, put your arms out to your side and lift your knees up so that they're at right angles. And from there, drop them gently down to one side and you should start to feel a really nice twist in your thoracic region. If you want to increase that twist or that stretch, turn your head in the opposite direction. If you want to increase it yet a little bit more, you can take your spare hand and just pop it onto the top of your knee just to push it slightly further across, and you'll feel a really nice stretch going all the way from your legs right the way through to your shoulder. Make sure you bring it back to the center and then drop it down to the other side and hold the stretch on both sides. Start lying face down and then bend one heel towards your bottom, and with your hand on that same side, reach back and grab your ankle. And there you want to imagine that you're trying to push your ankle away into your hand. That will automatically cause your chest to rise and you'll feel a stretch both in the thoracic spine, so down the front, but also in your hip. And then hold that, carrying on with that pull against it. Make sure you swap to the other side. And if you want to really double that stretch and increase the thoracic opener, then you can do it with both hands simultaneously. So reach back, grab both your ankles and really push against. And you want to try and get your knees off the ground as well as your shoulders off the ground. For this one, start with your feet facing forwards and parallel, and then take a lunge step forwards, and then bend that front knee so that it becomes right angles, not going past your toes. You should already start to feel a stretch at the front of your hip on the opposite side. And then just drop your hips down until you feel enough of a stretch. And if you want to intensify that stretch a little bit more, raise your arms up above your head, take hold of your hand on the side that your hip's already being stretched and pull that across. So you're putting in a slight side bend, and that'll just really deepen that stretch into the hip flexors a little bit more. Some people get tighter calf muscles than others. Personally, for this stretch, I like to find a step or a ledge, and I can use gravity to help me. If you can do it next to something where you can hold on, just to make sure you're nice and secure, and then put the ball of your foot on the edge of that step, and let the weight just gradually fall down through your heel with your legs straight, so one leg at a time. And you'll start to feel that stretch in the big belly part of your calf, the gastrocnemius. Hold that and then come up and change over to the other leg. Then come back to your first leg and then drop your heel down, but this time with your knee bent, and you'll find the stretch move further down your calf into your soleus muscle. There are loads of different ways of stretching your hamstring, but today we're going to be using a band to help us. So you can use an elastic like I've got, or a tea towel, or a piece of clothing, anything that you can fit around your foot and still reach with your arms. So once you've hooked it around your foot, lie back, and then using your hands, you're going to pull your foot towards you. Trying to keep your knees straight, you'll start to feel that stretch down the back of your thigh, down your hamstring. And then just hold that. And if you have got an elastic, you can start to pull it a little bit closer and then hold it again and relax it back down. Swap to the other side and actually repeat it twice through and see if you can get a little bit further the second time. Right, this one's a double whammy because you're getting a glute stretch as well as thoracic rotation. So starting with your legs out in front of you, take one ankle and pop that across your knee, so your knee is bent, and then you're going to take the opposite arm and place that over that knee, and then with a gentle pressure you're trying to twist your body away from your legs, and you'll start to feel a really nice stretch through your thoracic spine. You should also feel it in your glute. If you want to make this stretch more intense, you can actually bend the underneath leg in the opposite direction. So you're just going to be increasing the glute stretch, and then you'll be able to increase that thoracic stretch as well. Unwind and make sure you repeat it on the other side. we often forget about our neck and the muscles around it. But if you spent a long time on the TT bike in that poke chin position, then you need to basically counteract that motion. So starting off, interlocking your hands behind your back and pulling your shoulders back so you've got a really nice, good neutral posture. And then from there, just drop your chin down towards your chest nice and gently, and you'll feel a stretch down the back of your neck. And just hold that and relax into it. And then bring your head back up to neutral. You can either keep your hands behind your back or have them by your side. And then take your ear towards your shoulder, keeping your face forwards, and just dropping your head to one side. If you want to just add a little bit more of a stretch, you can take your arm and just put light pressure on your head, so you'll start to feel that stretch on the outside of your neck a little bit more. Take the pressure off, bring your head back to neutral, and repeat the same on the other side. Work out which areas are tightest for you and then prioritize those. And if you only manage to incorporate a 5 to 10 minute routine after every bike ride, that can still make a considerable difference to your recovery and therefore to your next session as well. And finally, don't forget the good old foam roller. If you want some ideas of how to use that, we've made a video specifically on the foam roller you can find just down here. If you've enjoyed this, hit the thumb up button and see that globe on the screen. Well, tap that to make sure you get all of our videos here at GTN. And if you want to work out how to get more power on the bike with just 4 exercises, we've got a video that Mark made down here.